Hello and welcome to my Let's Play. Last episode my microphone was turned off, so failure. I'm gonna load up the game. Let's see what we were doing last time. Looks like I was digging, as you always do in this game. Here I found the bear, like I was talking about last episode, but you probably couldn't hear because my microphone was turned off. I have to watch out because they can pretty much kill my entire population in one go. I want to find some more trees to chop down. Let's take these ones over here. I like to keep these ones here in case I run low on food. Also, they look really nice. So yeah, check out my last video if this is interesting for you. And let's continue. I'm not gonna dig that much more down here because I don't really feel the need to right now. I don't need ores right now. Let's speed it up. I want them to get finished with all of this so I can start building my base, not just my walls. Where did that bear go? There you are. As you can see, I'm running pretty low on food right now, so I'm gonna hit up these trees in a moment. Let's just make sure that bear isn't bothering us anymore. I can't see him, so he's gone. Generally, I only like to fell pine trees because I believe that they grow the fastest when you have them in a grove, in a tree grove. I believe that they need the least amount of sun hours, or yeah, daylight to grow. So generally, even though they're the cheapest of the tree sorts, I think they're my favorite because they're the most efficient. Now, whenever you're building something for your great hall or something for your personal rooms for your gnomes, you want to use more expensive stuff like birch. I believe it's the most expensive one. But for the workshops and stuff like that, I use pine every time. Is that right? Is that rhyme too? So I'm gonna want to remove all these ramps here. They serve me no purpose anymore. I want to see that my wall is intact as well. Oh wait, I can't remove that one yet. Oh, such a shame that I didn't record my microphone last game or last episode. I was talking so much about like mainly like tips for beginners. To help people, I don't know, survive in this game. Which for me, when I started playing it, I could never make it through the first attack, you know. And what I want to try to do is create a informative let's play, not just like a. I've seen a lot of let's plays where people playing this for the first time, you know. And I'm not saying I'm the best gnomoria player in the world. I don't really know what makes a good gnomoria player good, but I know my fair share about this game, and I'm probably gonna get flamed for that statement. But I've played this game well over 1,000 hours on Steam, or on total. So I've had many kingdoms that have fallen, if I put it like that. And I probably want to have a cotton farm as well, which is actually one of the most important farms you have anyways. First, I think wheat in the beginning for your jacks, then cotton I think is the most important farm. Strawberry is nice because you don't have to think about your food supplies as much, but I could just as well just go and farm these trees as having a strawberry farm. Zoom out. I was talking about the importance of clay last game. First of all, you don't want to have it in your base because you can't grow farms on it. So you want to replace it with dirt, which you can grow farms on. Also, you can use the clay to make. Sorry, it's 7 in the morning here in Sweden. You can use the clay to create statuettes in the kiln whenever you build that workshop. Also, I left the link to the circle generator in last episode, which I used to make the form. It's 40 times 40, this size, which I think is quite enough for a beginning base anyways. I'm gonna build most of my workshops on the ground anyway, so I don't need that much space up top. I could probably do with expanding that and building. I can't build crates yet. I have to start building a stone cutter and a stone mason. It's such a when you're building the workshop, it's such a clear line, or it's not really clear, but it becomes clear the more you play, like which order you have to build everything and what you have to do to get to the next level of workshops, or to the next industry, I should say. Yeah. Later on I'm gonna replace all of the dirt walls to some type of wood. Let's just forage all of this. And that. I'm gonna try to not forage the trees right now since I don't need them. And I want to remove all of the cotton and strawberries. In case I'm gonna expand over there, I want the ground to be free from anything I have to forage later on. Also, they provide food and cotton, so there's no reason not to do it. Guess I'm a bit tired, so I'm gonna expand this farm so that I have a bit more space to grow my wheat. I'm gonna be getting a yak in a few days, and I hope it's a female. One yak male is enough to reproduce 12 or be the father of 12 yaks per year. And yeah, so you should try to keep your ratio to, right now my pasture is too small for that, but you should try to keep your ratio at 1 male for 12 females. Oh, I turned off the sound, didn't I? Or the music. So yeah, let's keep going. Also, your pastures, they can only grow on the grass. You can't put them here. They have to have grass to eat or to graze on. Let's see how these guys are doing. Oh, they're done. So I can go to the next level, which is weirdly enough, stone comes before wood in this game. I don't get that. Because I need the stone mason to create the sawmill, which I think is really weird. We can have the stone guys just craft blocks. Yeah. Alright. Let's see if we have any. Oh. Just when I was about to look, you show up. You son of a bear. What's this? Oh. Alright. Also, I can pretty much remove these two workshops right now because I can create chisels in this workshop, in the stonemason, and I can create everything else in the carpenter. I want to create a 2 wheelbarrows right now, so that the to speed up the hauling. Because right now they're carrying 1 log at a time, which is painfully slow. And dangerous as well, because if they come in contact with that bear that was roaming around here, they could get attacked, and I would much rather have them collect everything as fast as possible, just in and out. Also, I'm gonna set this farm to a high priority because I want the I need the straw for the jacks, for my little cows. I need it because they eat the straw. As you can see, I have 26 straw at the moment, which is not enough, not nearly enough for a whole year. And there we have another one. You see, now he has a wheelbarrow. He's taking 32 logs at a time, which is 32 times faster than he would have. Probably even more faster, since he only has to take the trip once instead of 32 times. Yeah, wheelbarrows are such a. I remember when Robobob introduced the wheelbarrows to the game. It was such a almost a revolution to the game, because you didn't have to have I don't know, like 10 gnomes doing the job of 1 gnome anymore. Alright, let's continue our production chain. Oh, yeah. I want to create a crate as well. Also, I want to have my builders be the main. Apart from building, I want them to be the main haulers. So here I have the job priority of the builder. I put up build as the first order and hauling as second. So whenever there's nothing to build, they're just gonna haul, and then the list goes on. I don't really know what else they have to do. They pretty much only have building and hauling to do. They can probably help out with the farming as well. So I want them to be the main haulers. You pretty much need to have a main hauler in your kingdom. Now I could probably invite the what's the name? Watch Lyric, cool name. I can invite the ambassador to my city now and build him a room somewhere. Yeah, I'm gonna start building. First of all, I want to see. Now, don't call me a cheater because I'm doing this, but I want to see wherever there are any. This this red area right here, it's a cave. It's a cave. I don't want to mine that, because later on in the game it's a real hassle with beetles. Which are really nasty bugs. That attack you, and they spawn underground. Wow, this almost turned out to be perfect. Now, since I invited the ambassador, I have to build him a room, otherwise he won't stay in my kingdom. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm mining out the rooms for the gnomes and for the ambassador. And I probably want to build a market stall right there, and a kiln. Here I found some gems. What's this? Sapphire, I believe. Yeah, sapphire, which takes a bit longer to mine than normal stone. So, but you can turn it into jewelry, which is worth a lot when you trade. Place floor, dirt. I want to remove all of the clay from inside my base. So that I can use it in the kiln to create statuettes, which I can trade with the merchant for a pretty good value. Now, I can't build beds yet, because to build a bed I need the where is it? Cloth? The tailor. And to build a tailor I need bone, or a bone needle. And to get that I have to either kill one of these critters right here. I can't find them right now, but either the bear or the honey badger I saw earlier. I could have killed them to get their bone to build the bone needle, which is really vital to the progress of the fort. Because without a bone needle I can't really use cotton to do anything at all. And cotton is really important because it builds into bandages, primarily bandages. Well, not primarily bandages, but bandages are such an important thing to have, or it's a really important supply. Talking about that, I'm gonna create a stockpile right there for my bandages. Alright. Yeah, I want the I'm gonna set up the sawmill to create pine planks on repeat. And let's see. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have the builders have, or possibly even the miners are probably better to have pottery in their job description, so that they can create statuettes. I have to create a stockpile for statuettes. Now, as I showed you last video, my miners were at 40, or my top miner was a 40. I don't know what the other one was. It was probably like 33, 32. Now he's 45. Just by mining this little area, he's leveled 5 levels, which is quite considerable. Or it's a huge difference in mining speed. Or it's gonna be later on, not right now. Actually, what I want to do right now is let's see, how much ore do we have? Metal and ore. We have 37, which turns out to be 18 bars, which is enough to create my weapons I want. Unfortunately, I didn't find any coal down here at all. So far, I haven't found any coal. So I have to build a furnace to create coal from pine logs, so I can smelt the ores. Yeah, I'm gonna cancel this job and build it on the other side, so that the forge and the coal, the forge and the furnace are really close together, so that to increase efficiency, so that the whoever's going to be smelting ores has easy access to the coal. Now I want to create, let's have 15 coal, and I want probably the miners as well. I pretty much always have the miners as my metal guys. I'm gonna increase this priority a little bit. What's this stockpile? It's planks. I can remove that and build them here. What's that? That's a stone stockpile. Now I still want the planks to be in here, but now what's going to happen is that they're going to take out a log and put in a plank, take out a log, put in a plank, which is really nice. And eventually all my pine logs are going to be planks, and what's going to be left are the birch and the applewood logs right now. I'm going to set up my military. Now I want my military to have one sword and one hammer. The reason for that is because the hammer has blunt damage and the sword has slashing damage. That way you can penetrate armor, or you can destroy armor with the hammer and cut people, or cut goblins and other enemies with the sword. It's a really efficient way to kill enemies. Now I want the clay to be down here. I don't want it to be up here, because then they have to walk up and down, up and down. It's not efficient. So I'm going to remove the clay from this stockpile and just have dirt in there for now. I'm going to remove this stockpile as well later on, but there's no point in removing it right now. since I'm gonna replace all of this with wood later on, I can have. Also, I'm gonna prospect all of that soil anyways. What are we waiting for? We're waiting for the hearth, which is built in here. I can put up this priority so that the hearth is built. Oh, that's the first stockpile. Now it's the 10th day of spring. In 2 days nomads are gonna arrive, and by that time I'm probably gonna get like 3 or 4 nomads. Oops. How many rooms is it? 4, 8, and 16 rooms. That's enough. Remember that the ambassador needs a room as well. And what I'm going to do, he needs a bed. So I'm going to use the straw bed for him. And I'm going to hold off on creating beds for the gnomes, or for my gnomes, until later on. Until I kill an enemy, which gives me bone, or even a yak. In case since I have only one maximum male yak right now. Talking about that, I should create a butcher. Since I only have one maximum male yak, if a male yak is born, he's gonna be automatically butchered in the butcher shop, which is gonna yield me some bone, which I can use to create the bone needle. And I cannot stress the importance of the bone needle. That one little item is so important. I'm gonna have them create a couple of crates down there so that all of this wood gets hauled in pretty soon. Now, I did not set up my military properly. Sword and hammer, right. Retritive bleeding. This is so important. And the perk is gonna be frenzy, since I'm gonna be wielding 2 weapons, and the this perk is gonna be the best defense and defend gnomes. I'm gonna use my nomads that arrive on the 1st of summer as my military. I can put the cotton farm on suspend, since I don't really need cotton right now. I have tons of cotton right here on the map, and I'm probably not gonna need any more cotton for at least 2 more seasons, probably. I'm quite shocked that the and here you can see I dug a hole earlier so I could build a well. It's already filling up with the rainwater, Yeah, I'm gonna be using the cotton to create bandages and to create the padding for all the armor. However, I want to keep my kingdom worth as low as possible right now, until I have enough ore to fully arm a squad. So I'm just gonna create the weapons for the squad and not the armor. The armor is gonna consist of mainly hides or leather armor. Whenever I get to kill any of the wildlife. I guess that stockpile wasn't enough down here. You always want to try to create your stockpiles as efficient as possible. Right now, this stockpile is 2 steps away from where it needs to be, or it's actually on the wrong side of the room even. It should be down here next to the sawmill. That way the guy that's cutting all the logs can just walk this small distance instead of this, which is like 10 times further. It's small, marginal, but it makes a difference. It does make a difference. The same thing with this stockpile and the smelter. He has to walk all across the room to get ores. Oh, I'm sorry. Alright, whenever the nomads appear, I'm gonna end the video. Also, don't forget to subscribe and follow and like and comment, whatever. Do it all. Any criticism is good criticism. Alright, the ambassador showed up. So I have to build him a proper room. He has to have a door, I believe, and a bed. Also, he has to have a certain worth. The room has to be worth a certain amount. So I'm gonna want to replace the floor with I can use log floors in his room. I should have made these rooms a bit bigger. It's fine, but I should have. I wanted them to be 3x4, but then I forgot that I had to put this wall right here. I have to designate his room. And I want to build a stone carver. Alright, the merchant already appeared. Where did I put the here it is. The merchant saw what yeah, I was talking about earlier about the clay statuettes, which I've been producing for a few days now. We can just check out the worth of them all. 510, which I then can use to buy more clay, which is worth 3, and the lowest one of my clay saturators were 8.8. So yeah, it's really a good way to trade with them. He has 14. What else do I want from this guy? I probably want some of this wine. Oops. There you go, that's a good trade. So I bought up all his ores so that I can create even more weapons. Yay! First I have to build a blacksmith. I'm gonna have to mine even further in. Now all of this down here, it's temporary. It's so temporary. I've just clumped up all of the workshops in one area. I don't... Yeah, it's stupid. Yeah. So first he has to create an anvil, which costs 9 or 8 bars, and I only have 5 at the moment. I have to build that door as well. There you go, little ambassador. Also, as you can see, I'm at -7, which is the lowest level you can mine without having goblins, or I mean zombies and skeletons spawn. So it's a safe level to mine to, but I would not go any further down without having a proper military. Also, whenever you mine below 7, I would recommend having your military as your miners. Even if it's gonna go slower, you don't want a zombie infection in your fort. Trust me, you don't. It's gonna make you sad. How come they're not hauling at the moment? Oh, they have... What? Why is he forging when he could be hauling? Oh, because I... What? Where is he? It's that guy. What are you doing? Taking all this wood, dude. Maybe I fucked up the stockpile. That's why. You can check his needs. He wants a room worth 450. This room is at the moment is worth 114. What I can do to increase the room value drastically is to create statues. Which I can place in his room on the edges right here. Actually, that's one too many. to increase the value of the room. It's really weird. I would never want to have statues in my room, to be honest. But gnomes, man, they're weird. What can I say? Also, I want the hauler to clear this area. Why are these in birch? So yeah, it's the first day of summer. Let's see how many nomads we get. There you go, 4 nomads. I said 3 or 4. Let's assign them to jobs. Now, what do we need? We're gonna need more farmers for sure. Let's see if we have any farmers among you guys. Seems like we have a carpenter. This guy, brewing, yeah, that's a good farming skill. And this guy is a miner. What a shame. But I said I was gonna have, I'm gonna have 2 of these guys as military. And let's just pray that's enough for the moment. Assign military. I'm not gonna bother checking their skills or their attributes at the moment. I just want 2 guys to defend my entrance. With whatever they got. Actually, I'm gonna set them to any and any, since I only have 1 weapon anyway, so there's no point in having one of them run around with nothing. Wait, let's be smart about it. Even though the goblins that are gonna come right now or in a few days they're not gonna have any armor. I'm gonna have one of each. And these stone swords, they make a huge difference when you're fighting. Even though they sound so stupid. I mean, can you imagine how heavy a stone sword would be? Anyways, that's it for now. Remember to check out my Twitch and subscribe. Thank you for watching. See ya.